Well, here's an output for regression. I will do this again. So you highlight the whole data set, then you go to insert and you go to scatter plot. Where did it go? You want to try to delete that. Here, let's do it like this. Let's copy all this again. And we're going to paste it. We're going to make that bigger so we can maybe see it. So highlighted, yeah. And then you go to scatter and you go like that. There it is. Doesn't have all the information we want on it yet. Then you go to add quick stuff and you go click on that and there you go. You could do add chart and trend lines and linear, but then you won't have the function. So it's best to go directly to quick layout and hit the one with the function and the line there. And you have all the information you need. You have the regression line, R squared, and all that you would need to analyze for R squared. Okay, next you go to data, and you first would have to do analyze tools, click on that, and then you click on these to bring in those packages. I already did, so don't do it. Click on data analysis, and there's a bunch of them here. Click on regression, and then your range is good. And you have a labels, that's the top right there. And so that's basically X, Y. Your Y is always your dependent variable. Your X is independent variable when you're graphing them, just like you're normally used to. That's your X range, which I labeled T for time. I did a 95, I went ahead and clicked on confidence level and I did 95%. I'm having to hold this, by the way, because that's why it's maybe a little jerky, because it's just not working right. You can click on all these different things. The best is just residual and fit line, although it doesn't actually plot the line, so you kind of need to do that one first. Anyway, hit OK. It already exists. Okay, so it did number 2. So this is, and don't worry about that. That's something weird with what's going on. I got a bunch of stuff going on. So here's your plot line. Here's all the data. Okay, and I did leave a copy of all this stuff. Here's your F-test stuff, significance level. Here's your p-value. So your p-value is really small. I can show you that. Okay, so there's your p-values for your intercept, and these are coefficients. So coefficient or your intercept and your t. Your p-value being very small means it's correlated. So you basically are asking the question, is it correlated at a certain significance level? And your p-value is well below in both cases. That's times 10 to the negative 5, so it's 0.00004. And therefore you can say that the data is correlated, which I mentioned in the notes. Okay, and then what else? There's a bunch of other stuff on here. You can look at that. Residuals, those are your actual values, and then how far off the actual line would be, plus or minus, basically vertical or up or down, how many values. And then that's your residual plot. If this is the actual line, how far up or down the values are compared to what it should be. Not a lot of stuff we have to worry about today. Okay, so we're interested in, is it correlated or not? And it's the p-values we're interested in right now. Okay, so there's obviously a lot of stuff to this if you want to pursue this as a career and do more research. Okay, hopefully that helped.